What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Reefer, Jack the Reefer, and I got another banger video for you guys today. But first off, like, comment, subscribe. Let's be special, baby. Let's be special. So, I just wanted to talk today and give you my thoughts on the state of Clemson football. I don't think it's panic mode at all. I think we just kind of retool. We're not rebuilding, just kind of retooling where we're at. I mean, we've got probably a top 5 defense in college football and a bottom 3, maybe even bottom 2 offense in college football, to be honest. So it's interesting. Definitely a change of pace, but it's interesting, and it makes these years like this make you appreciate how great and how far the program has come from when Dabo started, essentially. Now, I mean, offensively, I think a lot of the blame goes on DJ. I mean, Tony Elliott maybe should have prepared DJ a little bit more for this year. I don't really know, but you know, I like Tony. I mean, he was around with Deshaun, he was around with Kelly Bryant, he was around with Trevor Lawrence, and he made those guys work. Now, all of a sudden we get to DJ, and I don't know what's going on. So, I mean, I point my finger a lot at DJ. I think we've got 5-star quarterback Cade Klubnik coming in this January, early enrollee. And I think he's really going to help us turn that program around, turn it into more of a quarterback competition, and it'll probably be similar to a Trevor Lawrence, Kelly Bryant type deal, where at the beginning of the season we'll both get some playing time, but I think Klubnik's talent is going to outshine DJ's, and the big plays are going to come back, because that's what the offense is missing. We're just not making big plays down the field. And DJ's overthrown receivers. I mean, Bo Collins had some great catches, some long plays, but other than that, nobody's been catching the ball long. I mean, Ross hasn't been making a whole lot of plays this year, unfortunately. Now, obviously, Justin Ross went pro. I wish him the best. Hopefully, he can test well athletically from the combine and everything, and get himself back into that fringe first-round conversation. So I wish him nothing but the best, and I appreciate what he's done for the program. I mean, got a picture of him hanging in the studio right there. And we need to find a slot receiver. I don't really know who in our receiver room is going to be a slot receiver, but we need that Hunter Renfrow or Mari Rodgers type guy we can dip and dunk and get those chunk plays for him to open up those deep post routes for us. Because that's where we've thrived, really. I mean, you look at the big plays that like Justin and T and Mike Williams made for us in the past couple of years. A lot of them were on deep post routes. But that'll be interesting. The offensive line issue, but it's been an issue for a while. We've made it work. We've just had our quarterback kind of run around for his life back there, and yeah, I'm not pointing my finger at the offensive line. We've made bad offensive lines work more than we have this year. I think it's more the passing game's just not there, and I don't know if DJ needs to he just needs to get his act together. I think the quarterback situation is just really what's doing Clemson offensively. I mean, Shipley, Pace are doing great at running back now. They're starting to shine. I think they're going to be primed for big years next year. And yeah, I mean, offensively, we got some work to do. Defensively, we got some injuries we're dealing with. Obviously, Brian, I hate to see him go down, but you know, ACL, hopefully he'll be able to bounce back and be ready to go for next fall. Because, I mean, it's a big year for him. I mean, if he does great, he could be leaving and going to the NFL draft, and I wouldn't blame him. Go take that money. Same with Trent Simpson. Trent's been doing very well this year. How great he's been doing is kind of been overshadowed by the team just not doing that well. He hasn't getting the national attention, but he's been doing great as a player. I mean, I thought he was going to do great. And great 5-star recruit linebacker. That'd be good. I'm excited to see who steps up once Skalski leaves, too. I mean, I think Levante Bentley, I think he's going to be great for us. I think Jermaine Trotter Jr., once he's had a full year in the program now, he's got an opportunity to really shine. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited specifically for those two guys. With Barrett Carter, I was excited for, too, but he's gotten on the field. In our secondary, I mean, we're probably going to lose Booth to the draft, but we have some pretty talented secondary guys. We're getting another guy from IMG Academy coming in. So I think defensively we'll be all right. Special teams, again, we'll be all right. We still need to figure out return man, because we don't really have a return man. Honestly, beginning of the season we put Shipley back there as the return guy, but I don't want Shipley back there returning the ball. I just don't. I mean, Will Taylor, once he bounces back from his ACL, hopefully maybe we can stick him back there and he can catch some punts, catch some kickoff returns for us. I'd be fine with that. But I mean, it's just very injury riddled season so far. But you know, I still believe in the program. We're gonna rebuild this off season, get back and start climbing that mountain again. So the ACC is wide open. I mean, Pittsburgh, we can beat them. I know they beat us this year, but I mean, I have confidence that we'll be able to handle business against them. Obviously, we took care of business against Wake Forest last weekend. We're going to take care of business against South Carolina, win the state. And maybe we'll get lucky and Wake Forest and North Carolina will lose, and we'll be able to sneak into the ACC championship, get a rematch with Pittsburgh. That would be great. But overall, I mean, I'm kind of just hoping for, you know, an interesting bowl game matchup. I mean, maybe we get against Purdue. I would love to see us play Purdue. I think it'd be a very fun matchup for us. But, you know, I still believe in the system. And it's a rebuilding year for us. I mean, Tony Elliott, I mean, maybe he goes. I've been hearing rumors he may take the VT job and try to get interviewed for that. If he does, oh well. We'll be fine. I think the talent's there. I think this offseason we have a lot of new faces to the team, a lot of, you know, highly touted guys, and the program's in a different stage than it was before. We have a lot of guys who came to Clemson because of the facility and they wanted to go to the NFL draft. It's no longer kind of those Clemson guys. And before, we had a couple good years of success. We put in, you know, a fancy slide in our facilities, great locker rooms, and now we have a bunch of guys in our locker room that only ever cared about the slide in the NFL. And I know we need to just kind of motivate them to, I mean, get back to the Clemson way of the best is the standard, and we're gonna win. We're gonna grind it out in the ACC, absolutely grind, and just outwork everybody. And just championships are made in the weight room. That's just what we got to do. But that's just kind of the state of Clemson football, I think, right now. Nice little update. And, you know, I'm excited for the future still. As Coach Swinney always says, the best is yet to come. And don't worry, we'll be back next year. As always, this is what I got today. As always, people, have a great day. Tell somebody you love them. Deuces.